Hey, everyone. Listen, happy 4th of July weekend. I see some of y'all hanging out with me. I decided I had to come today to do this Love and Marriage Huntsville recap, especially because I still got to do Love and Marriage DC recap, and I'm squeezing it in on the holiday weekend here. So I'm glad to see that some of y'all out here hanging with me. I am trying to see the fireworks later on tonight. I don't know if any of y'all going to go see fireworks wherever you live at, but I hope so far you're having a great weekend. I'm having an amazing weekend. Had an event. Today is what, Sunday? I had an event. What was it? Today's Sunday, right? I had an event Saturday night. I had an event today. So let's get into this. Let's get into this recap. Sorry, my phone was ringing there. I see y'all all out there. Hey, Miss Gigi. Hey, Monique. Hey, Dot Willie. Thank you guys. Hey, Cricket 22. Debbie, I see you. Thanks for stopping by. Mary, I see you. Thank you for being here. Trisha, thank you. Lisa, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode because I really did too. Anita, I said hi to you earlier. Thanks for stopping by. I really enjoyed. And hey, Carol, thanks for stopping by. So I really did enjoy this episode, but we're going to get into it, right? It opens up with Kimmi, Tiffany, and Leticia. They all go to see, they all go rock climbing together, right? And listen, I'm not one for heights either. Hey, Frankie. Hey, Carol. And hey, Paula. Thanks for stopping by. Listen, I'm not beat for the heights. I'm very scared, but I do try to overcome my fears like Kimmi. And I probably could have done the baby wall like they did, but it's a big maybe. I'm not sure if I would have been able to do it. For the first time, I think it was about 2 years ago when I went on vacation. I did the what do you call it when you the rope is in the air, the tightrope is in the air, and you hang on and you slide from one side to the next. The name of that is slipping my mind right now. But I did do that, but I did a mini one. It wasn't high up in the air because I am very petrified of heights. But they went rock climbing, right? And all of them was kind of chatting. And what I do like about Leticia, right? With a zip line. Thank you, Nita. Yes, I went zip lining. But it was, trust me, it was a mini zip lining. It wasn't anything high up in the sky. Matter of fact, I almost feel like I probably could have put my foot on the ground, but I did it. And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, but I was scared. Mixed bag for me. I gave this episode a 4. Felt like a filler episode again. You know what, Miss Gigi? It did. It felt like a filler episode. And I think that since Melanie and Martell are not together, it doesn't seem like the same Love and Marriage Huntsville anymore, right? It seems a little different with those two being split. But that end scene, it got me misty-eyed, but we're going to get to that, okay? But they caught me a little bit when they did the last scene between Mel and Martell, and they was kind of reminiscing and showing us where they started, and pretty much we know where they're at this point. So they're at the rock climb, they meet, and Tiffany and Kimmi were definitely in a bad space last season. And so it's nice to see them come together at the rock climbing event and kind of doing better with their relationships. Well, all of them kind of were in different corners last year. And now to see them come together at this rock climbing event seem to be getting along. And this is where Tisha pretty much invites the couples to, the marriage retreat, which is going to be interesting. You said y'all think Martell is going to ask Ariane for her hand since he's ready to get married again. Let the redeemed say so. Come on, girl, stop. You know what? We're going to get into that, but I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to be very honest with you. I do believe that Martell realized the error of his ways, but he realized them too late. And if he really wanted Ariane, I think he would have married her already. Yes, I love that last part. The last part was so touching. I was yelling at the TV, Mel, don't. Listen, I think when you have a couple, especially when a couple have children together, there's always going to be a soft spot that y'all will have for each other. Heights and roller coasters are a definite no for me. Yeah, I do not do roller coasters. I mean, I got on a couple when my son was younger because, he really wanted me to get on with him, but now I'm like, no, bye, I'm done. It's not for me. That would be a no. No, not Ariane. I think he wants to marry Mel again. Miss Queen of the Mall, I believe you are absolutely right. And you know what? In a small smidgen of a way, I feel like Melanie really wants to get back with Martell also. It's not easy. Somebody can do you dirty, but the love for them doesn't just fall away that easily. Hey, Diva and chat. In my opinion, Martell missed the convenience and advantages of being married to Mel. Well, you know what? Just simply, you said a lot right there. You said a lot right there. That could be it. Definitely. You know what I think it is too? Mel is a powerhouse. Mel is definitely a powerhouse, and she's not a dime a dozen. You're not going to get someone, or maybe, or is it saying she is a dime a dozen? Well, listen, you're not going to get a wife like Mel that easily. She was a good woman in terms of business and everything. Martell bought her a house and a car. He may be shopping a ring for her. Who else is he gonna marry then? I don't see him marrying her. No, Ariane was just playing a plaything for him. He was still trying to get Mel back. I do believe that. Yeah, I do believe that. So I don't think Mel's thinking about Martell. She probably I don't know. I get a little mixed because we'll get to that scene, but when they was in the room together alone, um there was a lot going on. Even though they wasn't saying much, there was a lot going on. But we'll get there, right? So we're still at this rock climbing, right? We're still at the rock climbing with Kimmi, Tiffany, and Tisha. She invites them to the marriage retreat. And Kimmi, says she likes Dr. Francis. Now I will say this. I like Dr. Francis also. I don't, okay, I saw that one. I love Mel. She sure is a powerhouse. She definitely is a powerhouse, right? So out of all these reality shows and all of these different therapists that we have seen, I will say this, Dr. Francis for me is at the top of the list. He seems to speak a lot of truth. He seems to really try to help the couples, and he doesn't seem like he's just, trying to be on TV and catch the fame. That's how I feel about Dr. Francis. There's a lot of love there, but Mel don't want Martell back. Okay, you know what, Mary? So good. You said that, and I'm connecting with that, right? There is definitely a lot of love there. Yeah, she probably doesn't want him back because he just went too far with what he did. But I want to say they was together since college, and they have 4 children together. And it's just a beautiful thing. I heard Aria's car got repossessed. You know what, Doc Willie? I heard that also. Yeah. And Lisa, you said I do love Dr. Francis. Yeah, Dr. Francis, I think, is definitely a good therapist. Happy Doctor is back. He knows his stuff. Yes, I feel that same way also. I really do. So Martell put down a down payment on the car. She was responsible for the payment. From what I understand, the house is under Section 8. You know what, with Ariane, it could be. But you know what, to me, this is a good example of, for the most part, how side chicks don't win. So you had this man, you was after him the whole time that he was with his wife. You kept going and going and going. You finally had one of his babies because, I think she even said it herself when she did the interview with Tasha K that she aborted at least one of his babies prior to that. So you had one of his babies, and now he has the opportunity to marry you and be with you. And that's not the first option that he took once he got divorced. And remember, listen to me. Listen to this. I definitely, after you call me a peasant on TV, I would have never laid down next to you ever again in my life. Mel is a powerhouse, but she reminds me of when Nene had no friends on the show when she started to blow up. It's lonely at the top. Ariane's car was wrecked. Okay, you know what? It is lonely at the top. Do I believe now Martell throws a lot of shade on Melody. Do I believe some of it is true? I do. Miss Gigi, you said they divorced with TV. Mel pulled the trigger too fast. They have unfinished emotional baggage. Thus the contentious divorce. Side chick can't get what Mel did. Tell needs Mel. Martel needs Mel to be accomplished. Gigi, you said a mouthful, and you are correct. Martel needs Mel to be accomplished. But I don't know if I Googled what I got was right. But what I got when I Googled Martel's net worth is up to 20 million. I don't know if that's 100% correct, but that's what I found. She rich. Dr. Francis is very good. Martel and Mel still love. I really do feel like they still love each other. 100% I do. I'm feeling it through the screen, guys. We as women always have to have our own bag. She needs to grow up and glow up after this mess. Are you talking Ariane? I don't think Ariane is capable of even remotely, and this is no disrespect to her, remotely even tapping a toe into standing up to what Melody does, and and her talent and all of that. All from work. Hello everyone. Hey. She should also have made sure a car was paid off if she couldn't make the payments. Listen, if you for Ariane is a whole hot mess. That's all I could say about her. If you want to give me a car, instead of, even if you wasn't gonna be able to make the payments, I would have rather you gave me a car where it was already paid off and it didn't have to be luxury. Especially if I was in her position and I know that I don't have the money like that to keep making a car note. If they still love each other, they can work it out. Mary, you know what? They can work it out, but I think because they're on TV and they're on this reality show, and I think that Melody probably knows that a lot of people would drag her for filth. I think that is the main reason why she probably would never even turn back and go back to Martel. She says the car was wrecked. Since when does the credit union send you a check and not the insurance company? Then to not know what a record was says a lot. All right. Ariane has a low IQ. I don't think she would not pick on her. She needs prayers. Yeah. Martel loves Mel. He messed up. Martel messed up 100%. And I know he knows that now, but he also knows at the same time he can't go back. All right. He cannot go back. So that's the problem with that. So Kimmi is excited about this whole marriage retreat because she feels like the last time Dr. Francis talked to Maurice, he kind of fixed Maurice because they went on their honeymoon and they started to do more things together. And Maurice started to, have a work-life balance. So that's why Kimmi's in love with Dr. Francis. So Kimmi is in for going on this retreat. And both the ladies agree that they're going to go back, talk to their husbands and, talk them into going, right? You know what? That's the problem right there, Sharita. And I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Martel did not think that Mel was going to leave. But the reason why he didn't think that is because Melanie took so much from him previously. And he just thought it was never going to end. It's kind of that saying, you give them an inch, they take a mile. And that's kind of what Martel did until she finally was like, I had enough. Ariane brags her son is potty trained at 1. The car is paid off, but she wrecked it badly. House paid for 2. Watch rumors because they hate Ariane and say untruths all the time. Okay. All right. Maurice is showing his stupid side now. Oh, we're going to get to him. Yes, he is. No, you know what I think Maurice is showing? Maurice is showing, at first, I never thought Maurice was like Marsau. But Maurice is showing that he's not only like Marsau, but he might be even worse. Okay. Martel is arrogant. He thought Mel was going to keep taking. Yes, he did. He thought that she was going to keep taking it. It definitely backfired on him. I totally agree. So Miss Gigi, you said whatever his net worth is, he needs Mel for the push, the power and the respect and the brains. They were gaining as a power couple. Miss Gigi, I agree 100%. I really, really do. And he said he talked this episode about how much he missed being married. He missed marriage. He did a Floridian slip and said he missed being married to Mel, but then he kind of took that back and said he just missed being married. But Yes, he missed having, you know what, see, you think the grass is greener on the other side till you get over to the other side and figure out that, you know what, the grass was only greener there because it was being watered. And you got to water your home grass too for it to be green as the other grass. Agree. I think they can be good co-parents, but not in a relationship. You know, and hopefully we're going to see them get to that point of being good co-parents. And this is what I'm liking. Maurice is showing his true colors. I agree on that. The grass is always looks greener on the other side till you look close and see it's not. Mary, that's a good saying right there. You are correct. And you said, TW, all of the guys are arrogant. You know what? They are. But I honestly did not see it so much in Maurice until this particular episode. This particular episode, I could have jumped through the TV, went in their bedroom, punched Maurice in the face, and then came back home. He is a mess. I did drop the link if anybody wants to come up. Yeah, he's showing who he is. Now you can see their brothers, and I agree. I think Maurice is worse. He left his first wife. Yeah, he left his first wife. You know, he's messy. He's messier than I thought he was. Makes you think of that saying, men make a mistake, turn in an 80% woman for what they're not getting in a 20% woman. Then one day they look back. Yes, yep. It's kind of like I don't remind me of the content creator who said this, who called Ariane coleslaw. His name is slipping my mind right now. But what he said was that Martell left the whole dinner for, you know, a side of coleslaw. Like, is he crazy? A lawyer looked up the info on the house, and neither Martell or Ariane's name is associated with said house. Really? Is that something? Wow. Yeah, that is crazy. Yes, that's true, the 80-20 rule. I mean, relationships are work. Everything is not always going to be peaches and cream, but you know, if you speak to any couple that has been together for a long time, they hung in there with each other, right? Mel lost because of TV. I do believe that. Otherwise, she would still be with him. I do believe that also. Martell said it. Yep. I peaked game on Maurice first season. Kimmi in for the ride. Kimmi is in for the ride, which I'm not understanding it because she seemed a little sad and I missed it. I didn't see Maurice for what he was in the very beginning, but I saw him last night. I saw him for sure on last night's episode. Yeah, he's messy. I saw it on Maurice, and I think Kimmi knew it. Did you see her face when she was talking to Mel? I did, but you know what I think too with Kimmi? Kimmi, Kimmi wants to be, she's no different than Leticia. Leticia just, you know, denies it and hides it in a different way. But it's funny. The two sister-in-laws are the same and the two brothers are the same. So it was almost like all four of them are like a perfect match. Thank you. Was Funky Dineva. Yes. Funky Dineva said it. It's like, you know, Martell, you left a whole meal for a side piece, okay, some coleslaw, and now you sitting here wondering and wishing you were still married. Well, I'm sorry, Martell, it's too late. Them Scott brothers have the same ideologies about relationships, women, and marriage. Yes, they do. Maurice hid his ideas a little longer. Yes, he did. Kimmi backpedaled when the Atlanta mess was exposed. Miss Gigi, yes, she did. She has changed her tune. She has changed her tune wholeheartedly, okay? Seeing a different side of Kimmi, not that same confident, slightly arrogant Kimmi that she used to be. She has humbled herself a lot, all in the name of that picture coming out, and she's feeling a little foolish, right? But she doesn't want to let it seem like that, like it is that way, right? She covered up that picture with her husband. She is totally taken, is not happy, neither trying to save face, I think, for the show. Yeah, so she is trying to save face for the show. I believe that. Kimmi has her eyes and ears open. She's going to leave if she gets proof. Doc Willie, you think she's going to leave? I don't think she's going to leave. I don't think she's going to leave. But let's move on from that scene and go to the scene with Mel and her mom, right? I do love Mel and her mom's relationship. Mel has a beautiful, beautiful, amazing home, right? She has a really nice home, and actually, Melanie is very pretty because in that particular scene with her mom, I want to say she didn't even have any makeup on. She was makeup free. And she was talking about her vet that she's going to host. Also talking about her mom was saying, I wish the kids could be there because it was going to be Martell's weekend with the kids. So they was talking about that. And Mel was pretty much talking about how she still doesn't trust Martell. They're not co-parenting well. So she was kind of going through that. And somebody said, yeah, especially fresh face. Yes, she's very pretty. Yes, she's very pretty. Gorgeous skin. I like Mel. I don't like everything that we're seeing, the way that is going down on the TV, but it's something about her I do really like. Yes, Mel is beautiful and looks like her mom. Yes, she does look like her mom. And I love the fact that her and mom are thick as thieves. Hey, Miss Matthews, thanks for joining, right? So they're in there, they're talking about it. Mel's showing the outfits that she's going to potentially wear to this particular event. Said that, her and Martell are not in a good space, but she hopes that, they get there. And yes, Mel is definitely at the top of her game. She is doing her thing. I can't believe Melanie's mom is getting in a mess next season. Listen, it's going down. It's a whole lot going down. Mel has a nice nasty about it. True, Miss Gigi. Thank you for these words about her. And I see where she gets it from her mom. Well, you know what? Okay, you could be right. You helping me out here. I always side-eye Van, and she too has a nice nasty that she tries to hide. Well, Miss Gigi, that's a good assessment. I can't deny it. You are correct. Like mama, like daughter, right? Very healthy young lady. She's about her business, and I'm glad her mom supports her. She will definitely be able to get another man. You know what? Melody definitely can get another man, but does Melanie really want another man? I think she's so used to Martell, even though Martell was a hot mess to her. And I think Melanie has to first stop loving Martell in order for her to really get into it with another man. That's just my thoughts, right? I can't believe Mel mom dated one of the Scott brothers. Well, the Scott brothers, I would love to see this other brother. The Scott brothers are messy. The Scott brothers are wordsmiths, but I'm gonna say the top of the one that's the highest level of wordsmith is Marsau. The Scott brothers are messy. The Scott brothers are messy. It couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. I don't care how good they look. Okay. And Maurice, me and him would have had a situation in that bedroom with the cameras rolling because he's a mess. Her mom always has been in it behind the scenes. Are you talking about Melanie's mom? Melanie mom, yeah, she could get in it. She could Melanie's mom could get in it. It's not sex season, it's the rest of this season 4. Yeah, I thought that fight when they showed the previews, I thought that was next season. But yes, you are correct. This just simply we're about to see this thing go down next week. And it seemed like something crazy. Van hides her nice nasty as prim and proper. Yes, she does. You said, but that heifer ain't fooling nobody. Mel learned well. I don't, Camilla, I don't know how many episodes we have left. Mel did learn well. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Like my mom and I, she was my walk girl, but she still respected her role. Yeah, you can be, it's no problem being there for your children. But you do got to know when to peel back. And it's a thin line. It's a thin line. I get it. All I know is his name is Mark. Yeah, his name is Mark. It would be interesting if Mark came into this picture. Okay, then we really begin the show. But Van is on social media with it. Surprise me. I want to know more about her dating a Scott too. Yeah, I want to know more about that too. You hope Mel doesn't rush into another relationship. I think she has had some, but I think they haven't been fulfilling to her what she expected. She's going to have to be careful because she is a powerhouse. She's on TV, and needs to make sure she's not going to run into somebody that's just going to use her. So we have to see. We have to see. It's going to be a lot going on. Ms. Van is not involved, according to Ms. Wanda's lives. She tried to engage with Ms. Van, but Ms. Van ignored her. Well, Ms. Van ain't got nothing for Ms. Wanda. But listen, most people don't have nothing for Miss Wanda. Okay, her own son-in-law is like, because Miss Wanda's messiness is on a whole nother level. It really, really is. It's a whole nother level. So what else happened between so Mel is not answering, any of what's his name, Martell's text. But Mel's mom called Martel evil and toxic. So that was interesting. She said that Martel is evil and he's toxic. But you know what I think they have to be careful of? They have to be careful because, the children, first of all, she has some children that are old enough to watch this. And eventually they will get to see it. You don't want to hear grandma saying that your dad is evil and toxic, whether he is or not, right? The show doesn't come back on until September 10th. Is that so? But I don't feel like they said that to us yesterday. So you're saying that was the season finale, or somebody help me out here. So that was the season finale last night? And then that next episode that they show us is not coming on until September 10th. They can't be making us wait to know September to see that. This is crazy. He goes live sometimes, and he actually appeared on one episode, a cross between Marsau and Maurice. I don't think the brothers wanted him on the show, not as a high brawl as the other brother. Oh, so he's a little bit, is he from across the tracks? Wanda ain't smart enough to know the game that Van is playing. Yeah, I don't know. I still want to see it. I avoid messy and toxic people too. No time for that. Mel has to be careful who she dates because she has children. That is another thing, the nurse life. Yes, you have to be careful when you have children. She has to be extra careful because she's on TV. She has to be extra, extra careful because, she's doing a lot of things right now where she's extremely successful. It's not going to be easy for her to find someone. Miss Van addressed that in an interview. She tried to help Mark during a dark time in his life because his family had turned their backs on him. I couldn't believe that. But I want more. Yes, it's the mid-season finale. They never done that before. What is a mid-season finale? Y'all gotta talk to me. Talk to me a little bit more. That's right. The mid-season finale. That's crazy. They never done that before. So literally, they putting it on pause, and we have to wait till September for this to be continued. If that's so, Carlos King is messing up. That's messy. When have we never ended a season? Yes, mid-season finale. Return September 10th. This is the dumbest thing ever. That makes no sense. We're gonna have to get into Carlos King inbox. What is he doing? So it's gonna continue in September, and then we're getting the what do you call it? The reunion then? Like, this doesn't make sense. I don't like the way he did that. Mel is a Scorpio, strong desires, passion. If she pours that into her music, other endeavors, she may be able to keep new love at bay for a while. She's an attractive woman. She's beautiful. The next episode won't end until September 10th. I cannot do this, y'all. This is crazy. It's insanity. We're going to have to talk to Carlo Kings about this because we're not going to be holding out and waiting until some September 10th for this to be a to be continued. Is he crazy? He's going to lose our attention. We got other things to do. But anyway, let's go on from that scene. That was Mel and her mom. Yes. So yes, it continues as September. Carlos King is messy mess. By then, the issues will not be there. Exactly. Like, what made him? I don't know. Why is this going down like this? It's the first time ever. We're gonna have to find out more about this. So then there was a scene with Martell and Lou, right? If we gotta hear about Martell studying for this exam one more time, I can't do this with him no more. I really can't. And listen, at this point, just keep taking the test over and over and over again until you pass. Um, you said that these children will be blocking. Ray should be blocking what? Melody having a life. I really think the way I'm seeing this is that the kids, which listen, I agree that both parents should be in the children's life, but I feel like the kids are 1 week with Mel and 1 week with Martell. I don't really know if I like that schedule. I thought he said July 10th. September 10th is crazy. July 10th would be next week, right? Yeah, that I don't know. This is crazy. I'm gonna have to dig more into that. But I believe what y'all saying. When Martel and Maurice are fighting in that new trailer, you can hear Marcel calling Melody a B. Woo! It is at the end. If the new trailer, I'm appalled. So am I. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that, but I know a lot was going on in that scene. That was the fight that everyone was talking about earlier on in the season because Melody went live. We wasn't supposed to know about that until they aired it, but Melody went live in real time when that was happening. Why would Wanda question the sugar mama's paternity? She needs to go. She shouldn't be given any marriage advice. She has a husband and a man. I agree. And you know what? My whole thing is don't bring the kids, not the kids. And I think it's so cute that they call her sugar mama. And those kids are adorable. Adorable. Martell seems too slow to fasten his hair. Oh my God. Yeah, I think he said on Carlos one more show. He did. That's why I thought the season finale was this week, that just the one that just passed. Um, we're gonna dig more. I'm gonna dig and I'm gonna find out some more. I think Martell was calling Miss Wanda a B. That I can see. We have to see. Any scenes with Lou and Tiff or Lou and anybody you fast forward through them. I can't stand with Lou needing a littlest angel in a C cup. He's the worst advertisement for his profession. You know what, Miss Gigi? I hate to say that, but yes, he is. Because he has like a sports conditioning. Am I right? The compound is a sports conditioning facility. And we're gonna need Lou respectfully to get in shape himself first. Children are off limits. I do agree. I'm not engaged anymore. Sharon, you're not liking Love and Marriage Huntsville. You're over it. Miss Wanda needs to have several seats. She does. She does the most. She's doing way too much, right? So everybody's tired of Lou and Tiffany. I am too. I think they didn't do it. They didn't first out the gate hit this reality thing right. It just seems like it's not for them. They couldn't find their way this season. I don't know if we give them a third season. We have to see. Now, Martel and Lou, they meet up, right? So Martel is still studying for this exam. Lou, unfortunately, did have a death in the family. That's when Martel starts to talk about he misses marriage or just being married, right? And he's ready to be married again. My thing is, he's saying that he's ready to be married again, but what? Let me see. What counseling did you get, right? What self-awareness did you get where now maybe this time you will get married? Thank you, Miss Gigi. I really appreciate it. Thank you. What self-awareness, what counseling did you get that this time around you are going to do something different if you do get married? I mean, you still got a whole lot of mess going on. You're still messy, Martell. And if you were ready to be married, when you did your wine tasting or your wine launching in Atlanta, you would have made sure that there was a mixed group at that wine tasting and not just a whole bunch of females, because it seems like you was just being, really, really messy and the other men are married, right? Diva, yes, and you live in Huntsville. Wow, Sharon, so you live in Huntsville. Is it really small? And do you know a little bit more about everything that's going on, with the group there? I'm trying to paste, guys. I'm trying to paste again. Let me do copy here. In case anybody want to come up, I did drop the link again. So okay, so you live out there. I haven't watched yet. Happy to catch this replay. Okay, Marsha, it was really, it was a good show. It was a filler show, but I think the end, if you are a big Melody and Martell fan, I think the end is really going to touch your heart. Like the last scene of the episode there. Tiffany and Lewis are not holding me too early for bedroom issues. I agree. If she wants a baby and he wants to get it in, it shouldn't be a problem. You know what? I agree. And I think they're being so full of it and phony. I think they just needed a storyline. And especially when you want to tell somebody else on how to handle their marriage, and now already 2 seconds later, y'all not even having sex. Make that make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Hey, E, how you doing?
Hey baby, how are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
Well, I have a difference of opinion. I love you, by the way.
Okay,
And
thank
so
you.
I thought the show. I didn't see much of Miss Wanda, so it was kind of stale for me. What
Okay.
I will say is that Melody and her mother talking about Martell really left a bitter taste in my mouth. I felt Martell redeemed himself in my eyes as far as their co-parenting agreement, and bringing those kids to the to her, whatever that was, her grand opening, or whatever that was,
Hmm.
because that's what she should have done when he had that book signing, even though it wasn't his weekend. That's co-parenting. Co-parenting means you work together. I was highly disappointed with that. I also think that Tiffany and Lewis need to get a divorce. I don't think that Tiffany is attracted to Lewis. I think she needs to be honest. I think when she said that, when she told Melody that they were having sex every night, I think Tiffany was, maybe she was fooling Mel. She definitely wasn't fooling me. I don't think that Tiffany is a monogamous soul. I think that she needs a variety, and I don't think if Lewis didn't have money, she would not be with him. Um,
Mm.
in regards to Kimmy and who is that person? Who is she married to? What's that man's name?
Maurice, Maurice.
Oh, yeah, Maurice. Maurice is a cheater. He's just a more polished version than Marsau, but it's in their DNA. Um,
Mm.
Nothing good will come to them, or from loving them. I think that is why Maurice did not want to go to counseling. Um, and he has some skeletons in his closet, and I feel like it's easier for all of them to pass off their dirty laundry on Martell, and um, and make Martell the villain. And actually, the more that they villainize him, the more I like him. I wouldn't date him, but it does, because he's comfortable with owning his faults. It makes him more likable and seem more trustworthy to me, because I've yet to hear Marceau own anything wrong that he has done to Tisha, and likewise with Maurice. Just trash all the way around.
Well, you know what? You gave a good assessment, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Martell is a cheater, but he constantly in his confessionals, he does own up to a lot. He does say that, he is trying. Now, Mel hinted that he's doing it all for social media and all of that, but perhaps behind the scenes, when the lights, camera, actions are not showing, he doesn't do the same. But like you said, it was very big of him to bring the kids to the event in that hot sun, and it wasn't her weekend, but he showed support. And I think, Melody could have perhaps did the same with this book signing. And she could have. She really could have.
Absolutely. But I'm not, listen, I have to let you know up front, I don't like Mel. And when they showed the uh, second half of the season trailer with what's to come, I did not know that Miss Wanda had said that Sugar Mama was not Martell's baby. Did you know that, Gray Hair Diva?
I did know that because that did you see the previews for I guess September 10th? When they those previews that all broke out, I want to say episode 2, if I'm not mistaken. We heard about it early in the season, but people were saying it wasn't going to air until next season. So when that was happening in real time, Melanie went live. People were texting me and calling me. They like, you don't know what's going on. I'm like, what is going on? Even when I did my recap, whatever week that happened, they was like, Diva, you didn't hear about the fight. I'm like, what fight? What are y'all talking about? So when this fight was happening in real time, Melody had went live for a little bit. I want to say Miss Wanda, they was calling for Miss Wanda to be fired. And then right around that same time, the people said there was a petition to fire Miss Wanda. And then Marsau came out and said that no, Miss Wanda was not fired. And she also did, I want to say on what is her name? Her name is slipping my, but her name is slipping my mind right now. But she did an interview, and she used to be on All About the Tea, but why is her name slipping my name right now? But she did an interview with her, and she even said in that interview that she never questioned. She claims she never. Miss Wanda claims she never questioned who Sugar Mama baby what father was. She said I would never do that to kids.
So why
That's
are
what
they
she
making
said.
that up?
I doubt. I don't think that was made up. I
Oh, you
think
think Miss Wanda said that?
I do think she said some form of that. I really do. I don't think that was made up because that altercation that they had, it was real. And when Melody said at the end of this episode, when she told Martell, she said, "Did you hear what Miss Wanda said about Sugar Mama?" Um, yeah, so that really went down. That really went down, and they was really trying to get Miss Wanda fired from the show. And then at one point, I want to say that Martell went live and said that Miss Wanda was fired, but then Marcel came up and said, no, she's not.
Well, she doesn't need to be fired, but somebody in the comments just said Miss Wanda was asking who is Vanessa's baby daddy. So, um, listen, this is going to be interesting. I can't wait to see it. I
Yeah,
really cannot wait to see it.
I
And
can't either. But why
I,
September?
huh?
Why September?
What you said? Why in September?
Yeah, why are we waiting till September? It's not making sense to me. Why is the season being split?
Oh, I didn't know that. So that's what they're doing.
That's what someone told me. That's what a lot of people in the chat saying that they're doing. Wait, Doc Willie said Martell wants everyone to think Mel is the problem. Well, he keeps pushing that narrative. Now, I don't like, now this is what I don't like. I don't like that he keeps pushing that narrative. If, in my opinion, if that is how Mel is, let everyone find out for themselves, right? But he's every chance he gets, he's telling everybody that Melanie is the problem, that Melody, once people find out how Melody really is, they don't speak to her anymore. He told Lou and Tiffany on more than one occasion that they will find out soon enough. And he also is saying that, Mel won't answer an email, a text, or a phone call in order for them to coordinate and do everything they need to do with the children. But I will say this: when you get a divorce is hard. A lot of therapists equate it to like having a death in the family, right? Or a death that of someone that was really close to you. Because this relationship that you knew for X amount of years, it is now dissolved. And you have to kind of find your life again without that person. And it's not easy for some people. Some people recover quicker than others. And I think Melody is doing the best she can to handle this being dissolved. Like sometimes when you engage with these texts back and forth with an ex, um the only way to stop the nonsense is to not respond to them. So they probably need co-parenting therapy. And that's why what I wish they would have did was, I wish they would have went on the marriage retreat. Um, Not as a couple, but to learn how to co-parent together.
But we also, I agree with you. They should go to counseling. I mean, they're on own. They should bring on Iyanla. But I will say that Mel is a problem. This is not our first time hearing that. Tisha has said it. What's Destiny has said it. Um, I know that she got into it with Martell's assistant or his manager or what have you. I personally don't like Mel because Mel reminds me of Nene. She's very entitled. She thinks that she is the originator of Lay's potato chips and the factory that the chips came out of. Mel thinks that everyone is jealous of her and she lacks a third party perspective. When you try to give someone like Mel third party perspective, they cut you off and they accuse you of being jealous. Mel is completely unlikable to me, completely unlikable. And I think that she knows how to play the media games because we've seen her do this in season one. If Martell was being a jackass in the background, the way that you kill him with kindness is you do just that. You kill him with kindness. She knew that she was she's filming the show. She's a producer. She should have brought those kids to that book signing because then it would really display that Martell is a nuisance and he is impossible to deal with. I don't see that on the footage. I see that Mel has openly said she will not communicate with him. She said that to her mom last night. So
Yes, she did.
I believe that Mel thinks that her stuff doesn't stink. I think that she thought she was going to be the next. Who is somebody that got a successful singing? I think she thought she was going to be the closest thing to Beyonce, and I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm sorry.
Now wait, yes, thank you guys. And listen, Marcella's gonna kill me because listen, I actually speak to Marcella too. Like I know Marcella. Yes, it was Marcella who interviewed Miss Wanda. So if y'all want to see that, go to Marcella's channel and check it out. I don't remember what she titled it, but she did interview Miss Wanda, and Miss Wanda pretty much was saying Miss Wanda does get paid to be on the show. And Miss Wanda, says she's just doing her job whenever she does a scene on the show, and she swears that she didn't say anything about Sugar Mama. Um, I don't remember the whole interview, but I did watch it. Miss Wanda was asking Miss Vanessa who is her baby daddy. She claims not the baby. Yeah, so Miss Wanda's kind of twisting up words. Thank you everyone. Yes, it was Marcella. Miss Wanda is twisting up words. But it's gonna go down. It's definitely gonna go down. And you do, no matter what, you leave the children out of it. I'm sorry, too much to do with someone else's child. Don't do that with the kids. I mean, we're not bringing the kids up in this thing. It's not right. I have a friend that moved to Huntsville 2 years ago for a job at Alabama A&M, didn't like it, moved 3 months ago to Tennessee. She says it's a wannabe town with growing pains. I think no matter, Melanie got receipts about Sugar Mama. Mary, I bet she does. We're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see if this goes down. And I love that Sugar Mama. Ms. Wanda did question Sugar Mama's paternity. I don't doubt it. I really don't, because Ms. Wanda can get very messy. Martel was putting down during her last pregnancy, and he was trying to make coleslaw appear to be on Mel's level. Let's be real. I got 20 years, and the mistresses never compared to the wives. You know what? Here's the thing. I just don't. I really feel that there are so many men in the world. Why do you have to mess with someone's husband? And I think 9.9 times out of 10, the man that you even messing with don't even have that much respect for you in the end of the day. And most of them, for the most part, when they do leave their wife, if they ever leave their wife, they never really end up with the person they was messing with. They just
Well,
don't.
can I want to say something because
Yeah.
I see the chat and Diva, I love you, and I take full responsibility for my next statement.
Okay.
Um, I believe this is just me.
Right.
'Cause somebody just said, well, he was trying to make coleslaw appear to be on Melody's level. They are on the same level. They're on the same level because they both have a child by this man, and I believe he was in love with him with them both. When he said at that reunion, not he, when she said at that reunion that he broke his leg or broke his foot, whatever he broke, and he couldn't walk, and he was crawling in the bathroom just so he could
Mm,
carry on. That told me everything I needed to know. This man lives with you and he can't walk, but he has to communicate with this woman that he's crawling on the bathroom floor. Both of you are fools. And to me, neither one is better than the other. And I believe Miss Wanda and Tisha, when they both said that Melody knew about Arion before the show started taping and before she got pregnant, I believe that 10,000%. And I believe what Miss Wanda said originally. Y'all should have just kept going and been sister wives because it wouldn't have bothered Arion. um, I don't like that. Again, the media. We listen. Mel has seen the error of her ways, which is why she filed for divorce. But we can't say that one is better than the other because they both participated in this circus. So the
yeah,
best thing
it
to
was
do.
definitely a circus. And you know what? You reminded me. Yes, that man crawled in the bathroom with his broken foot. Okay. But you know why the thing with me with Arion, he clearly said on TV that you were a peasant. And she got pregnant with the baby after that. It's like in my mind, what do you even think about yourself at this point?
Well, I think she's a young girl and she's clout chasing, of course, but I do believe that she has some admiration for him. I believe that he disrespects her frequently because even when you listen to how Marcel described Martel and Arion's interaction, he said that Martel becomes very dominant with Arion more so than what he can be with Mel. I believe
Mm.
that Martel has called her names and look at the way that he's treating her now. Yes, I believe that Arion has some self-esteem issues. You can tell she wants the Instagram model starter pack. She poses with that BBL pose that all the girls do, and she talks. Even though she's a college graduate, if you listen to her speak, it would surprise you that she made it out of high school. But she's very young-minded and she's very shallow. So I think that she has an agenda. And if it were me, if Martel had said that about me, I'd be down there at family court and I would have his ass on paperwork. He'd be paying me.
Yeah, I mean, so it's a lot to digest, right? So, like I said, Martell, I don't like the way that he's consistently, telling everybody that Mel is the problem, right? Again, I think if Mel's the problem, we're going to see it soon enough ourselves, right? Let them see it for themselves. Don't, again, because this is the mother of your children, Martell. Um, do not be sitting there telling people that she's the devil, for lack of a better word, right? So we got to get to this scene because they killed me, right? Don't forget, guys. Thank you, Doc Willie. Hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. I truly appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. Um, we gotta get to this Maurice and Kimmi scene. Um, every time I see Kimmi, I don't see happy Kimmi. Um, I feel like she's sad, right? I feel like she's just not. It's almost like she feels like she's stuck or she wants to save face. I don't know what she's doing, but she's in the bedroom. She's talking to Maurice. She's talking about the retreat, and he's an arrogant, pompous son of a gun. Oh my gosh. I couldn't take him. Right. Okay. So now you want sex every day is not good enough. You want sex 2 and 3 times a day, but yet just 2.2 seconds ago, you couldn't stop working so we can even go get a cup of coffee together. But now you got time to have sex every second. So I was playing in my head. Is he doing this? Are they doing it to have a storyline? Like, why is everybody's storyline this season seems to have something to do with sex?
I think because of these cheating allegations, and because there's some truth to it, I believe that Marsau and Maurice are sex addicts. I do believe that they want it every second of the day, and I agree with you. Kimmy looked like she was dumbing herself down in that bedroom, and it looked like it was just something to do for filming. I believe they were gaslighting us. I believe Kimmy. If the look on her face for me, she looked uncomfortable. Didn't she look uncomfortable to you?
She looked really uncomfortable, and she's a respectful wife, right? Because she really didn't want to get down with him in that scene. So she tries to kind of remain calm and respectful no matter how arrogant and pompous he got. Because she was like, you being like Nancy, did she call him Nancy Downer or something like that? And he was like, he's a smart behind. I saw a different side of him, and pretty much he walked out of the room like, oh well, whatever. He was like, I want sex. You're not trying to make your husband happy. I want sex twice a day. I'll go on a retreat if you promise to have sex with me every single day. And then, like she said, even when she promised that, he still had a problem. He's messy. He's
You
messy.
don't hold me. You don't hold me emotionally hostage and tell me I have to give you something twice a day from here on out for the rest of my life just so you can go on this funky little retreat. Kimmy, he got the right one because you couldn't pay Maurice to talk to me like that. I would have Maurice standing in the corner with his nose touching the wall, asking me when it's time to come out. You don't talk, I'm not giving you respect for you to disrespect me in front of the own network in front of Oprah Winfrey. I'm going to let a black man talk to me like that? No way, Diva. Absolutely not. I would have cussed Maurice clean out.
It would have been a different scene for me too. Maurice sounds like a sex addict. He does, right? But it came out of nowhere for me because this wasn't the Maurice that we first saw when Love and Marriage Huntsville started. I thought Marsau was a mess, but they're the same. Yeah, somebody said Maurice and Marsau are the exact same. They're the exact same. I mean, Kimmy is a little different, right? Because she doesn't have any young children to contend with, versus where Letitia does, right? But still, you mean to tell me every single second of the day, we're just going to have sex and that's it? Some people are meant to be associates only. Everybody can't be your friend. I agree with that. I said the same thing. Rady's, did she wait? Yeah. Okay. So someone said, which this is true, right? She worked with him all the way through his getting him his law degree, right? I didn't know that she waited 7 years to get married to him. So it's almost like I got the prize and now I'm gonna give it up. Um,
It's not a prize. Let
it's
him
not.
go. Kimmy can do better. She got what she needed to get from this situation. You got to own, girl. Now you can divorce his ass and you can go and get a new man and you can bring him on the show and start all over. It's never too late to start over for happiness.
Yeah, yeah. So Miss Gigi saying this pretty much is a typical marriage relationship. I mean, I don't think too many men would be would not be happy if they were getting sex every day. I mean, you're complaining because you're not getting it 2 times or 3 times a day. Like, he's too much, especially because, like I said, 2.2 seconds ago, he didn't even have time to even go anywhere with her. Um, Tiffany and Lou are not having sex at all. I don't know if I wholeheartedly believe that. I think Tiffany and Lou needed a storyline, and this sex thing was their storyline.
Well, here's something to think about.
Hmm.
Because remember, you just said Maurice was busy working. He didn't have time for sex. Now all of a sudden he has plenty of time. Did he cut off the linebacker? Because remember, that was their first scene of the season. I know we don't like that term, but that's I don't know the woman's name, but it's been
Right,
allegedly
right,
that
right.
there are these women who Maurice and Marceau have been with, and if Maurice has cut that woman off, now he has more free time. Now he has more energy. So yeah, that makes sense to me. Now he does want sex twice a day because now he wants Kimmy to pick up where the ex girl left off. Don't you think?
Yeah, no, it's a thought, right? It says so. See, here we go. Kimmi, wake up. Those Scott brothers are undercover toxic. I do feel they are.
Yeah.
Letitia has settled. Yes, she has. Your soul should not be for sale. I agree. At what cost? A seasonal cable show? Enough already. I don't disagree with you. You said diva. I said the same thing. Why is everyone's storyline involve sex? Yeah, like it's just weird, right? This season, everything now is just sex, 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 sex. We're not having enough sex. Really though, it seems as though Ariane might have come from a household where her father might have been married with an entire another family. Seems similar to what she was
Mm.
willing to strive for with Martel. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, right? My thing is, she already had a daughter, right? And listen, um, thank you guys. Yes, put that thumbs up for me, guys. Hit the like button. She already had a daughter. And my thing is, listen, I'm not, shaming anybody or saying that, but when you know more, you do better, right? She already had the feeling of what it was like to be a single mother raising a child. It's not easy. So my thing is, on purpose, you will put yourself in that situation again. So now she has two children, and I'm sure Martell is involved. He seemed like he's a very hands-on father, and I'm sure he picks up his son with her also, and takes him too. But it's like, why on purpose would you want to do this thing to yourself over again? Knowing after a while for a fact you knew what Martell was about. He was swinging back between you and his wife at the time. Kimmi is just there. I don't believe she's happy after going through all the speculation of her being a side chick, and now he's probably cheating on her too. You know what? That's a lot right there too, right?
I want to ask a question,
Sure.
if I may. Um, in regards to these kids, why can't Maverick come on the show? Why is Mel keeping that fifth baby off of the show?
Now, Missy, this is where me and you gonna disagree now. Wait, but let me read this, and then I'm gonna talk to you about marriage. Okay, now I'm gonna talk to you about marriage. I feel couples should not negotiate sex. You know what? I do. I agree with that. So to me, it's a natural thing, right? We love each other. We're gonna be intimate together. We're husband and wife. And I think Maurice is being out of control. What the heck is wrong with one time a day? And trust me, if Kimmi was getting what she needed from him, it's a two-way street. I'm sure she wouldn't care if it happened two or three times a day. But you can't expect to get everything and you're not even giving anything to your partner. Like that's so messy. Now, Miss E, we're gonna talk about little man being on this show, okay? No, no, no. This is the house, whether we like Melanie or not, right? And I like her. I go in and out with her. But whether we like Melanie or not, that is the house that Melanie built. Love and Marriage Huntsville. No, I'm not bringing your side chick. She not getting no check. Little man, I don't know. You can show when they go to your house and you have a picture up of him, they could show the picture, but he not gonna be on this TV show. We ain't doing that.
Why? It's the
No,
baby.
no, no,
He
we
should
not
have
doing
been.
that.
No, Martell should have brought Maverick to the opening of that
Now
amphitheater.
see, you
And,
playing, E. You playing.
no, serious.
You playing game. And then wait, and then when her mother took the kids to go get something to eat so they could talk, she would have had to take little Maverick too. No, get out of here. We ain't doing that.
They need to meet because they're siblings. I mean, these are
You
your
know what?
these are
I'm
this is the
joking.
siblings of
They
your
are siblings. They are siblings. And I'm gonna be honest with you. In a perfect world, maybe later on when they all can get a little better about this entire situation, maybe at that point something like that can happen. I do actually know a family that's handling a situation like that extremely well, and I admire and I love them. I really do. The siblings are extremely close. They all go to birthday parties and everything together. Like they got over the cheating. They put the cheating aside for the kids, but Melody is not at that point at this moment.
But they say Ariana is pregnant again. Have you heard that?
I have heard that and I hope it ain't so. I
Well, if
hope it's
it
not so.
Well, if she has another baby, that means that Martell. Listen, you can't exclude those two babies from the show. This is their legacy too. But Martell is an executive
See,
producer
you
too.
playing games. This their
Green.
legacy. No, they gonna go build another legacy. She better go get her. Carlos King could give her own reality show. Ariana and the kids. I don't know what you gonna do, but you ain't coming on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Get out of here.
Well, they can do two versions of the show. Call it Love and Marriage Huntsville, Martell and Ariane. The Martel and Ariane edition. They can do something. If Portia Williams can get a spinoff with Simon, and that was Fallon's husband, surely Ariane and Martel can do a spinoff. Surely, for sure.
E, did you see how that train went with Portia and Simon? And do you see it never got renewed?
Well, that was because of Portia Ali. But if she would have married him in February, like she said she was, I'm sure they would have. Something could have happened. But I see the people in the chat are not feeling the baby coming on the show. Diva,
Thank
why is
you.
everybody hating? Why are they? It's a baby.
Don't. There ain't nobody hating. We ain't bringing that baby up on that show. Get out of here. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not here. We are not doing that. We are not bringing that baby up on this show. That would be like Portia's show. Yeah, yes. So we're not bringing the baby up on the show. I'm sorry, but you know what? We do need. Okay, so wait. Maurice, because he's arrogant. He said Dr. Francis already fixed him. He don't need to go back. Okay. He said the retreat. They only going to be talking about problems. Okay. So that's why he doesn't want to go. And what did he say? Oh, she agreed to 2 times, having sex twice a day on the retreat. Then he'll feel better about going. And he was like, I'm not packing now, I'll pack later, I'll pack whenever. He's an arrogant, pompous, messy. I could have jumped through the TV. I was like, that's literally, I promise you, that was the first time I really saw a different side of Maurice. I really did. Yes. And wait, the baby is innocent, but we just don't want to see him. And you are absolutely correct. He is innocent, but we just don't want to see him.
Wait, keep asking in the chat, am I a side chick? No, I'm not. But I believe all children should be shown equally. The same way that Mel's 4 kids are shown on the show. Maverick needs to be shown on the show because it will appear later on in life that Martell has excluded him from a platform that has propelled his success. No, Maverick needs to be there. And if there's a second baby, the second baby needs to be. Just bring on Ariane and stop playing with the viewers. Just stop playing with us. Bring Ariane on the show. It's the right thing to do.
E, you're going to get beat up in this chat. We don't want to see Ariane on this show. They said, she said, no, stop. We're not going to see Ariane and these kids on the show. You know what? Have you ever seen a live by Ariane on her Instagram?
I saw one live and I couldn't take it.
Okay, exactly. Okay. Exactly.
I would love to see.
Do you even remotely think that somebody said, are you her mom? Ariane's mom. Do you remotely think that we can stomach her on an actual show? And did you see her interview on Tasha K?
I did see the interview with Tasha K. I think that she needs media training, and I think she needs to enroll in public speaking, which should have been a course in college since she graduated with her bachelor's. What I will say, I am interested in Ariane and Tisha having some scenes together, and Miss Wanda, of course, getting Ariane to open up about her relationship with Martell. I'm also interested in seeing Martel and Ariane film and how they co-parent and go at it. And then I also think that it's time for Melody to confront her fears. Put on your big girl panties. It's time for you to do a scene with Ariane and you two hash it out as grown women, because you two were bouncing on the same eggplant. So you might as well talk it out as amongst sisters. You both have children. Your children are siblings. And I think if anything could happen to Martell tomorrow, if something were to happen to Martell, these two ladies would have to make it work, because the kids are siblings and they don't deserve this. And I think it would demonstrate forgiveness in Mel's heart to open up the platform because this is what reality TV is. It's supposed to be real. Bring on Arion and bring on those babies. Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, somebody said Ariana needs to enroll in the Leave Married Men Alone Academy. I do agree. You know what, I'm laughing and joking here, but let me say this. Part of what you're saying, I do understand, right? At the end of the day, what's done is done. And the children are always innocent in these situations. They didn't ask to be brought in because somebody is, married and so forth and so on. The parents messed up, and so the children shouldn't suffer, right? And I'm sure that Melody's children see their brother, right? And life would be easier and communication would be easier if they were able to freely talk about their brother, and and there's a meeting of the minds, right? I don't think that Melody has to, I don't know, she doesn't have to fall in love with Ariane. She doesn't really have to face her. The thing is, though, here's a little bit of spin of a difference too with Melody's situation. It is said that Melanie knew about Ariane, right?
Yeah.
um it's a little bit different when you absolutely did not know about this other woman, and you were shocked by the entire thing, that the person existed and that now this person is pregnant. It falls a little bit differently. And so Mel actually knew about her, but not only that, Ariane said that Melanie came and actually spoke to her a couple of
Yes,
times.
exactly. Come on,
Yeah,
Diva. Tell it.
yeah, she did. So that brings a whole nother situation into the mix, right? When you actually know about it. Here's the thing. I'm never going to me personally, I'm not approaching no side chick. I'm not having a conversation with them. I'm not engaging with them, right? Because if my husband, you committed to me, and my thing is, there's this on YouTube. I don't know how he titled this particular sermon that he did, but TD Jake said, if somebody wants to walk out of your life, let them walk, because they wasn't tied to your destiny. No matter how hard it would have been for me and how much I would have been in love with my man, if you can't seem to get over this side chick, and listen, I can do a little forgiveness here and there. But like you said, when your foot is broke, and you crawl into a bathroom so you can call her, that does speak volumes right there, right? She got a hold on you. And although I think he was in love with Melody in her, but obviously I'm not doing this threesome thing, authorized or unauthorized. Go ahead and be with where you want to be at. And he left during the pandemic, because he said it on Carlos King. I think it was in the reunion, right? During the pandemic, when
Correct.
nobody's supposed to be leaving, you claim you going to a gym and you going to see her. So you had it bad. You couldn't even not see her for a couple of months. It's a mess.
But it took both of them to make that one man happy. Mel
Yeah,
can't make Martell happy alone, and Arion can't make Martell happy alone. He needs both of them. And
yeah.
because Mel has already spoke, because Martell can't stand on his own, because he's lacking something inside. I would love to see Martell's father. They should bring him on the show. But we need to tie this together with a bow. Melody, being the eldest, she needs to have a sit down conversation on the show with Ariane. And the reason why is because they've already profited off of the marketing that Ariane has brought to the social media streets. Love and Marriage Huntsville benefits from everybody talking about Ariane. Listen, those Ariane deserves to be paid just like everybody else, whether it was Mel's show or not. The legacy has already been stained. Like just like with Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky, we all know who Monica Lewinsky is. We don't. Yes, because I see somebody in the chat. Because I see that you just dropped the link. They keep trying to call me out. Can you tell them to come up here and speak their mind? Because I I,
Moving
I
forward, I did drop the link again. I dropped the link again. Yes, they all coming for you. They saying, caller, you are wrong. Um,
Well, no, tell them to come up here because I'm only telling them what it is. 100 always means 100. And Mel cannot be untouchable. That is not a reality show. What does Mel sees now? She only films with her mom, Tiffany, and Stormy. That is not enough for you to be a main cast member just because it was your idea. Bring Ariane on and get yourself a storyline. That's true.
I, listen, I dropped the link again. If you want to come up, I have dropped the link again. Let me see. The link is out there several times if you want to come up and speak your piece. Let me start a comment. Yes, come up. The link is there. All right. So what else do we have to add? Let's add. Oh, you know what? Tisha and Marsau. Marsau got a mouth on him because at first he said Lou and Tiffany were boring. But I guess he don't mind going on, a trip with them. I think that Letitia, she's playing games, right? By not telling Marsau that this trip is going to be a retreat. I think he's going to flip his script when he finds out that Dr. Francis is there and that this is actually like a marriage retreat. But we shall see, right? Now,
He
the
like
end, go ahead.
he likes Lou, them focusing on Lou and Tiffany because it takes that shine off of him. And what he was doing in Atlanta with his big back and the photos we saw, you see?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, now let's do this in piece here. Mel's event. Mel looked absolutely amazing, right?
Yes, she
He
was
did bring
beautiful.
the kids, right? He didn't bring Sugar Mama, and I get it because he said it was hot out there, and I think it would have been too hot for her, right? So I was glad he didn't bring her. And then, Melanie mom, I thought it was great of her to like take the kids to go get something to eat, drink, or whatever, so that Mel and Martell can talk because they haven't seen each other and really talked in a long time. You can tell like there was a little I'm gonna say love tension. I don't know what else to call it in the room, right? It was a little tension there in the room with those two because I think they both still have some love for each other. How much I don't know, but they definitely still have some love for each other. But the huh?
She loves Martell. I'm sorry, Diva. I don't mean to interrupt.
No, it's okay.
Melody loves Martell. She regrets that she had to divorce him, and that's what really angers her. It angers her that she loves him so much and that she had to divorce him because she was greatly embarrassed. She wants to be back with him. You can't tell. Look, did you see the way she tried to fight that smile and look in the other direction? Oh,
Yeah.
please. She
Yeah.
loved Martell, and really. She's already gotten her get back. She said it at the reunion when she said that she didn't remember giving fellatio. Oh, please.
Mhm.
She's already gotten her lick back. And I see some people have joined. So I'm pretty sure they're going to tell me how much they agree with me or not.
Moving forward, I added you to the conversation. What would you like to say?
Are you talking to me? It's Tandalea.
Yes. Oh, hi,
Hi.
hi. Yes.
How are you? I love you, Diva. I have never called in, but you know what? This call is out of her mind. I'm married 20 years. Why are we going to start letting side chicks of the world? And you're going to take my man, have his baby, and I'm going to give you my money? I don't think so.
Well, it's not her money. It's Oprah's money.
It's Oprah's money. Oprah's a woman. Oprah's not going to deal with a certain type of woman.
Well,
She has her own network. She didn't even marry Stedman. Oprah is not going to play these type of games.
no, Oprah can play these types of games. Since when do we ban side chicks? We let Jocelyn on Love and Hip Hop and let her have her own cabaret. She took Mimi's man. We let
Right,
Mimi on Housewives.
but
Mimi stole
Jocelyn is
bread.
on WeTV, or they could go over to maybe Andy will pick this girl up, but Oprah's not going to do it. She was on Tasha K.
So
She wasn't on
we
the
need to
Sherelle
start a
show.
petition.
Like
No,
certain type of women are just not going to go for that.
we need to start a petition to tell Oprah we want Ariana on the show, and
No, we
then
don't. No, I
yes,
don't think. No, no, we do not. We just. I'm sorry. I've never called into a show. I watched Diva and Sherelle's World, but today I just was like, you're like the only one in the chat that thinks this is normal. This
let
young
me ask
girl,
you. Well,
this
can I
young
ask
girl
you
was
something?
misled, though. This young girl was misled, and I understand that things happen in life. Okay, But I'm just saying, I had a daughter my last year of college and I raised her. And then at 30, I got married. We have a son. He's in college. He's home now. But it's no way I'm going to sit here and I've been cheated on. But I'm not going to entertain my husband's mistress. And after therapy and thinking about losing a house and the companies, we were like, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to let this woman take my man. And I think Mel is embarrassed because it's one thing when it's just your family in a small town. It's another thing when the whole world is out here. They were a family with 4 kids.
But don't you think it
Girl
would
knew
make the
that this man
reality
was
show?
very married.
But don't you think it would make the reality show better if we
No,
could see
no,
all
No.
players
I don't
involved?
think it's good. I don't think it would be healthy for us as Black people. I think women should support each other, yes. But do I think that bringing her on the show, did you see on Tasha K, her likeness, where did your likeness get you? Like, it's ridiculous. No, I don't agree with it. And I feel sorry that I don't know how old you are. I'm a 52-year-old female. And I wouldn't want my kids. I don't think it's good. I don't think it would be good for Oprah Network. I don't think it's good for Mel. I don't think it's good for anyone for us to support Ariane. Yes, do we want the baby to be okay? Absolutely. But I will not support her in getting on the show because what is that going to say? Start messing with people's husbands and then you're going to be a star? No, it's
Exactly.
Like Nene,
Exactly.
yeah. Like Nene, Greg, I feel bad for her. She's lonely. Nobody wants to go through that. But taking somebody else's husband, that's not what we're here for.
But we can't throw that woman away. We can't throw Ariana away just because she
Oh
got
my
put in an
God. Diva,
unfortunate
please let me
situation.
in. Diva, please let me in.
You're on.
Somebody
You're
help
on.
me.
You're on.
Help
You're
me.
on.
Oh my God.
Okay, hold on one
Diva,
second. Hold, go ahead.
Diva, this
Yes.
is moving forward. Oh my
Yes.
God. Diva.
Yes.
Listen, let me tell you something right now. I am 52 years old. I have been married for 31 years with two adult children. There is no way in hell some side chick is going to come into our house and we got a
That's right.
show and I'm going to let the side chick on my show and let the baby on my. See, they
Never.
normalizing this mess. That's why these men are doing it because people are making it normal. It is not. Marriage is a commitment. It is. It's a whole commitment and it's a lot. And it takes a lot to stay married. I'm gonna tell you, 31 years. It takes a
Right.
lot. And come on, a side chick, and now you want the and Mel don't need to say nothing to her. Mel,
That's
listen,
right.
that's Martell's job. Mel don't need to say nothing to this girl. Mel just need to take care of her kids, run her businesses and do her thing. She
That's
owes
right.
Martell nothing. Martell
right.
went on to the world, dragged her, cheated on her for several years, and brought a baby into the marriage. And somebody thinks, oh, we need to have Ariane on the show. F Ariane. Okay, the baby don't have nothing. F Ariane. The
That's
baby
right.
don't have nothing to do with it, and I have nothing towards the baby. But that's Martell's job.
That's
That's
right.
Martell's job. If he wants his kids to be siblings and he wants a whole Ponderosa and ha and he, let him take himself over to his mama house with his 5
With
kids
his
and have
kids.
it.
Yeah.
And my house, that ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. And no, she don't need to be on the show. The kid don't need to be on the show. None of that. I am so hot. I am so hot. And I don't even have this in my life. Just hearing that caller say, oh, we need to let Ariane on. She needs because this is about no, Ariane nothing. Is she related to Ariane? Because she caping for her real hard.
Well, you're making it personal. This
No,
is a
it's not. No.
business decision.
You are
Oh yeah,
making it personal.
no,
You
you made
act
it
like you're
personal.
related to her.
Well,
You
are you
caping
related
for
to
her.
Melody?
You
Because
caping
you're
for no.
caping for
I'm
Melody.
not.
Are you
I'm
related to her?
no. Don't get it twisted. I am not caping for Melody because Melody has her own issues. I'm caping as a woman that's been married at 31 years and know what it takes to do it. That's what I'm caping for. I'm caping for married women. I'm
So
caping
if
for
your
all.
husband,
No,
so
I'm
let me
caping
ask
for
you,
no. I'm caping for all the women who have
understood.
husbands who went out there and had kids on them and they think we supposed to accept that shit. Hell no. All of y'all, whoever's husband go out there and bring another baby back into the house, y'all divorce their asses. Because why should we do it? Because if it was us, they would not stay. Let me come in this house with a whole 10 months and tell my husband, baby,
That's
I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. It ain't yours, but I want you to deal with it. My husband would throw me out the effing window. Are you serious?
That's exactly right.
But they had
Come
an
on.
arrangement.
You
They
guys
had
are
an
normal.
arrangement.
I don't care about the arrangement. You guys are normal, not you, Diva. This caller, you guys are normalizing this. Like y'all making it normal. Oh, go ahead. We just gonna do it for the kids. No, it ain't for the kids. It's so that these men they
It's
could
all for
stroke.
the children.
No, it ain't. Forget the children. I don't want to hear that. I'm not stroking no man's ego because
Thank
he
you.
don't went out and he cheated on me, got a kid. Now I'm supposed to say, oh, welcome, get out of here. That
Absolutely.
absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
If you have healed from it, then what difference does it make?
So wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's Amy J, you have entered the building. What do you want to add to this conversation?
I'm scared to talk. Is everything okay, y'all?
It ain't. It ain't. Diva, I love you, and I don't mean to take up because I just absolutely love you. I love your show and everything. But I had to say something because absolutely not.
So let me just throw this in. Hi, Mims. Welcome to the conversation. All the rumors are true. Let me just add this to the conversation. I too myself, I'm gonna be very honest with you. I do not condone. If y'all heard me speak even on Sherelle's World or on my own show, I'm not with the side chick thing. I think there are too many single men out there that you can find your own relationship. I think no good ever comes out of it. And I think it's a rare situation where the man will end up marrying the side chick if he ever does leave his wife. And I think messing with a family, it does take a lot to keep a marriage together. Messing with a family is never a good thing. And Ariane is still in the same place that she was in before she even started messing. He divorced, what's her name? He divorced Melody. Right.
Absolutely. Have you seen her lately? The struggle is real. That girl looked like she is about to go down. Have you seen her lives? Yeah, I want everybody to see that's what it looks like when you mess with a married man, and his woman is the one is the brains and the beauty and the go-getter with the money. See what happens when he doesn't have that anymore? Exactly.
Tell Mel to step aside. Let Ariane on the show.
Hold on, guys. Mims, comment real quick. Step into the mess here.
I'm not gonna lie. They added Ariane to the show.
Hold
on. Hear me out. I do agree that Melanie was a stand-up woman. Melody was the one with the was her certificate, whatever, to do the building.
The business license.
Melody was the one with the good credit. But I'm thinking that the caller was just trying to say, in terms of a show and the messiness and the drama and a reality show, they should add Ariane, because I'm not gonna lie. When
Mims love the messiness.
All those, I'm sorry,
Mims, you love the messiness.
I'm just saying, when
Diva, he gotta go.
Okay, so let me say, Mims, I'm siding with Mims. Ariane deserves a platform, but I don't think she does.
Well, Ariane better have that platform on YouTube. She ain't getting it on Love and Marriage.
Before you cast me off the island.
I've seen you on Sherelle's show, and I really like you. I've seen you on Sherelle, and I really like you, but right now you're about to get it.
I was watching Mims live.
You didn't even let me finish.
Okay, so wait, hold on, guys. Let Mims finish, and then I'll go down the line. Go ahead, Mims. Finish.
If I were Melanie, I fully agree with the other caller. I would not allow her on my show, and I would do whatever I needed to do to ensure that she wasn't. But I'm not going to lie. The messiness factor would go up. When Tasha K interviewed Ariane, she really had like about 50,000 people watching live. So there is, in terms of a business sense for a reality show, there is a market for people who want to see Ariane in the mix.
They ain't want to see her. They just want to hear her messy side of the story. They heard it and no one cares. Now that we heard her side, we don't care. Let her take her and Lil Nas and go about her business.
We care.
No, no one cares. No one cares.
Okay, so wait a minute. Let's see. Sway, do you want to add to this conversation?
Mims, I loved you on Sherelle's show. I can't believe you came on here and said this.
Sway, are you there?
I'm a straight shooter.
Sway, are you there? Okay, so Sway is not saying anything to us. Good. Okay, are you there? Yes, I can now.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, it's a little sketchy there, but what would you like to say? Yes.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me, Dava?
Yeah.
Okay, it's my connection.
Don't say nothing good about Ariane.
Hey, this is not about saying something good or bad about Arian. Men don't try it. This is not about saying nothing good or bad about Arian. Listen, she just can't come to the show. That's it. She can't come.
Can you admit that Ariane is an amazing woman? Can you say that right now?
Oh my God. Someone says she's amazing. Have you seen her live lately? What's amazing about that? Every time I see her open her mouth, I swear I think I lose brain cells. This girl does not belong on anyone's show. She doesn't. She needs to just go back in the background where she was. That's what she needs to do.
As women, we cannot banish other women.
Oh, there we go with the as women business.
Women, we
No,
have to
this
stand
is not
together.
about. Girl, this ain't about. Listen, Ariane could go get money from wherever she wants to. I'm just saying she ain't gonna get it from Love and Marriage Huntsville. That's
She's
what
already
I'm saying.
getting it from Love and
She's
Marriage.
not getting nothing. You said she's getting money. Have you seen her struggling in front of that store with that baby? Get out of here.
Now you're bashing her, and now you're bashing the baby.
Oh my God! I have nothing. This has nothing to do with the baby, honey. This is all about her.
Ariane
got everything.
Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on 1 second. Sway, you have been added to the conversation. What would you like to say?
I would just like to say that I've been following this show closely, and I don't feel like she should be let onto the show because it's going to normalize side chicks messing around with people's husband, bringing her on so she can monetize from a show that she didn't create. If she wants a show and she wants to monetize, then she need to go to her YouTube channel, get on her channel, tell her story that she keeps saying we don't know, which we clearly do know. You was a side chick running around with a man that you thought you was going to get, didn't get, and now you're over there with your little nappy head, and you can't get your nails done and looking worn down, and you're upset because you realize now that he played you, and you're no better than his wife. You thought you was better than his wife. And that's the problem.
Preach.
Also, Mel does not owe her anything.
Oh God, this she must be my sister. This girl must be my long lost sister.
She don't owe her to take care of his and her child that is not her child. And the way that she still comes at Mel and bashes her when she gets upset, I would absolutely do nothing for her to benefit from me. And that is the problem that we see, because men don't tolerate things like this. There's no man that's going to come up on no show and allow another man to come on a show that he created.
That's true.
That the side man can get his coins. So absolutely not. She needs to go to her little boutique and continue to sell her clothes over there. Go make some side hoe shirts or something and sell
exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
Well, she should make them and put Melody's picture on it. She should.
What she say? She was America's #1. What she say? Side hoe,
side chick.
Go make some shirts.
When did she say that?
She never said that.
No, she did. Yes, she did.
Yes, she did.
The song "Side Chick of the Year" award goes to.
Yes, she did. Yep.
That's
was
crazy.
Mel's song.
That's right.
But can we stop acting like Ariane is single-handedly ushering in the culture of side chicks? This was the thing before
one
Ariane
said
was
she
even
was
born.
single-handedly doing anything. What we're saying is that we are not going to allow the side chick to come on with her baby that does not deserve it. That's it. She don't deserve it. None of it. And stop normalizing it. Stop normalizing
But why doesn't she?
Stop normalizing it.
Why doesn't she deserve it?
Stop normalizing it. She don't
Tell me
deserve
why
it.
she doesn't deserve it.
Tell me why she do deserve it.
Okay,
Why
so
she deserve it.
sound the best.
So hold on 1 second. So thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Love you, Diva, in your voice. Thank you. Love you too. Okay. So clearly here, I have to say this, right, E? Clearly here, we are really team marriage and team wife, right? Yep. So we don't wish the side chick fall in the dirt hole somewhere. But what we are saying is that we're not going to promote her making coin off of the house that Melody built.
Exactly.
But they said that she needs her nails done and her hair done. So if she needs money, why can't she come on the show? Why are you
No,
doing this
you
to
gotta
your
cash
sister?
out her some money because
Why
she
are
put
you
your
doing
cash
this to
out.
your sister?
Ain't nobody supporting her. Ain't nobody supporting her.
You
Nobody
should cash
supporting
out her
her.
some money because she has her cash app up. Since you're worried about it, won't you cash out her some money? She can get her nails done
Exactly.
and her
And
hair
what
done.
about, hold on. But what about her YouTube she started that lasted every bit of 2 seconds? She was supposed to be spilling and dropping so much tea, girl, bye.
Diva, you
She
think we can get her
lazy
on our
just like
show?
Martell.
What did you say,
Oh,
Mims?
Mims, get her on the show. Mims.
No, man.
Somebody go ahead and let her know we talking about her right now and see if she'll hop on.
Yes,
I
yes,
wish she would. I wish she
Ariana, the
would.
link.
I wish she would.
We'll make Diva break the internet.
Oh, of course.
Oh my God. Somebody said tell her to get a job.
Exactly.
So you know what? Wait, just Jock, did you speak yet?
No, y'all is all the way turned up. Y'all are all the way turned up. But I just wanted to say, no, I am not foreseeing this young lady
Another
on
one of my
this
sisters.
show, because just her whole demeanor, it's not even about her being a side chick. It's her demeanor that she's carrying, continuously disrespecting this family that she is actually a part of. Her son is a part of this family. But it seems like she wants to continue to add fuel to the fire every chance she gets. So as far as her coming on the show, it's like, as a viewer, if Mel was cool with it, then it'll be something different. Obviously, she don't want this woman on this show. For whatever reason, she has the right to feel that way. So if Melody doesn't want this woman on this show, then it's not time. If
She
Melody
doesn't have the
says
right to feel
it's
that way.
time, then she wants her on this show to show that these two women can get to a certain place, then it's in her time, not nobody else's time to say, let's bring her on the show. Absolutely not. I don't want to see this child on the show. For what?
Well, time waits for no one.
I have a
Hold
question
on,
for
hold on one
anybody.
second. And Mims, I'm gonna let you go. Let me read this. I think this is Misbehaving is fun. It's okay. I hope I pronounced that right. So she said Ariana can come on the show. So
No, she
E,
can't.
you gotta support her, E. She said
My
Ariana could come on the show. She said Melanie is friends with the #1 side chick, Portia Williams. So hold your meals, ladies.
I don't care. Listen. I don't care. I do not care who Melanie is friends with. I don't care who she's friends with.
Well, yes,
Ariana cannot come on the show.
but
Period.
why, if marriage is so important, how come Melody has friends who breaks up
No,
marriages?
marriage is important. It is.
Okay,
I'm
well,
gonna tell you,
prove
it's
it.
important. And people can go around talking about, oh, that ain't nothing but a piece of paper. That see if your husband fuck up in the street and it's time for you to go to Social Security. You tell me how important that paper is.
Well, you tell Fallon that. You tell
Exactly.
Fallon because
Exactly.
Melody
Marriage
was
is
hanging out
very
with.
important. It's
I
very
wanna
Okay,
important.
wait,
It's
Mims.
very
Go
fucking
ahead,
important.
Mims. Go ahead, Mims. What was
I
you gonna
want to
say?
state for the record, Portia is the #1 side chick in
And
America.
that's fine. She can be that.
Say it again.
Portia can be that. Portia can be all that. I love her. That's fine. Portia can be all that. But that's still Ariana ain't coming on with that kid, and that's it.
Well, what makes Portia better than Ariana?
I didn't say one was better than the other. I'm just saying Ariana ain't coming.
Hold on one second. My question for anybody
You're a
who
bully.
Hold on
when
one
Melody
second.
said that she refused to do the show with Ariana, did she say in general, or did she say I won't film a scene with her? Is it possible that Martel could have brought her on to talk about their issues, or is that off the table as well? Does anybody know that?
Well, see, remember Martell tried, right? And
I didn't
every
know that.
time he tried with phone calls. There was some phone calls with Ariane and Martell, and he pretty much was punking her. I don't know why she would want to come on, right? That's what I'm saying. She needs some help herself. Because every time he spoke about her on Love and Marriage Huntsville, it was not in a good way. He called her a peasant at the reunion. When he did have a phone call with her, I don't know whose thing that is. When he did have a phone call with her, he was asking her for a paternity test. So she is a fool if she would even think about wanting to be on that show. Because if she came on that show, she would probably get punked because he had no problem punking her before that.
Well, Mel is a bully,
Got a
and so
super
are
chat,
the sisters on this chat today, Diva. Yeah, people are
No,
bullying Arion
you
and don't
must be
want
a side
Arion.
chick.
This is a job. You can't just fire somebody because they slept with your husband. Listen, this is the job. The reality
This
TV
ain't
is
got
a
one
job.
ain't got nothing to do with the other. It don't
Yeah,
have
you're a
nothing.
bully.
Ariana ain't
You're a
coming because
bully.
she don't need no. This ain't about being a bully, honey. Because if I was a bully, there's a couple of us that would be off the show. So no, this is not about me being a bully. This is about me being married for 31 years and knowing what it's like to be married.
But see, that's why I
That's what
told you
this
in the
about.
beginning.
No,
You're
no.
making it personal.
No,
You're,
it's
you're
not.
making it
It's not
personal.
personal. It's
You
not
just said I've been
personal.
married
It's
for
that
30
it's
years.
people. No, it's people like no. I've been married for 31 years, and it's people like you
Okay,
that
that makes it
normalize
personal to you.
that
You're biased.
normalize. No, you normalize men bringing other babies into the house, making the.
No, we don't normalize it.
Yeah,
That's
you
what they
are
do.
normalizing. No. But why accept it?
Isn't that what they
Why
do?
accept it? No, I don't know if that's what they do because my husband ain't bring
We,
no
we just
babies in
saw
here.
it.
Because
No, we just saw it. Didn't Martel do that?
any babies brought
What
into
is
this house,
happening?
any
Y'all,
babies brought into this
y'all,
house,
y'all,
yeah,
y'all,
whatever.
turn
Okay,
down,
so
turn
wait, so wait a
down,
minute. Yes, yes.
turn
Somebody
down.
said, okay, so hold
Listen,
on. Let me break in for a minute. Let me break
Diva,
in for a
hold
minute.
on. Any babies brought into this house, my husband will be walking right out with them.
Well, can
Exactly.
we film it?
Yep,
Can we
that's
film it?
right.
Can we
That's
film
right.
your
Yeah, you
husband's
can. Yep, you
mistress?
can film all of it. You can film all of
Okay,
it.
so
All of
if
it.
you would
All
film
of
with the
it.
mistress,
Because
Y'all
if
how
it
come
was
recording
Melody
me,
this
can't?
if it was
today.
me, I would want all the smoke. I would kill all of that.
So why
Yeah.
doesn't Melody want
Yeah.
the smoke?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know what Mel doing. I'm just telling you what's not going to happen. And Arion and that little baby, they ain't coming on this show. No.
Well,
Because I
they need
said
to
no.
come.
Because I said no.
Okay, you're a bully.
I said no.
Okay,
Call me. I'll
so
be
wait,
that. I'll
hold
take
on,
that.
guys. Hold on, guys. So, help me out, man. Is this SASA? Is
I
that
think
how you say that?
I
I
say.
think SASA.
SASA. Thank you so much for the super chat there. She said, y'all on fire today, cracking her up. Somebody asked me, am I punking her, y'all, with this caller? No, listen, E
See,
has
because they
her
can't
feelings.
believe it. They can't believe that. That's why. They can't believe it. Somebody let Arion Auntie into the chat, and now we got to listen to her fight for Arion.
Hold on,
Well, I tell you what, when I
man
first
who
came
responded,
on,
what's your name? What's your screen name?
who
Oh,
me?
me?
The one who's anti-Arion.
Oh, see, now you, Mims, you calling me anti-Arion because I won't let her
That's
on the
that's
show?
No. I want to know your name.
Moving forward.
Oh, okay. So moving forward, are you a fan of Garcelle?
Garcelle who? From The Real Housewives?
Of Beverly Hills?
I mean, I guess I remember when she modeled back in the day, but I mean, I'm not a fan of hers.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say I have some anti-Garcelle people, and I would love to have you. You are so passionate about this subject.
I am because I don't like that people, what's going on in this world today. All this normalizing the side chicks with the babies and we must be so strong. Why do they keep saying we must be so strong? Like the only love we can have is struggle love. The only love we can have is some terrible thing. And you so strong for taking it. No, I'm so stupid for taking it. That's what. I'm so stupid. It just doesn't make sense. They are normalizing these men bringing babies into the home. Like it's okay. It's not okay. It's
Well,
just
the
not.
babies are here, so there's
It's
nothing
not.
we can do
No,
about it.
forget the
We
babies.
can't
I'm
put the
not even
baby back
talking
in the
about,
uterus.
listen, the baby ain't got nothing to do with, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the adults that are doing it.
No, but that's what I'm talking
And
about.
we,
If
yeah,
the
and we
baby is
as,
born,
no,
bring the
and we
baby on
as
the
women,
show.
I'm saying that we as women don't have to accept it. We don't.
Well,
We
it's
can
not what
leave. We
a
don't have to
baby is not for
accept it.
you
We
to
can leave.
accept.
And
No,
another thing,
she's already
Diva,
married.
we do not have to have sit downs with these sides. We don't have to do shit. It's up to the men. It's up. Listen, you went and had that baby. You get all the kids together and have a big old ponderosa. I'm not doing jack.
But
Jack.
Diva,
And I don't care. Let me tell you
she's
something.
making it
If
about.
I'm not making it about nothing. I'm
Wait, I
making it
didn't even
about
get
what
my
it
point
really
off.
is.
You
I'm
finish if
making
you
it
don't want to
about, because you
interject.
keep saying I'm making it about personal. No, it's not personal. This is
Yes, it's
about,
very
no,
personal.
this is about normalizing that shit. Don't normalize it.
Well,
It's not normal. It's not normal to be married to a man and he come into your house and bring a baby from another woman into your house. Then you got to sit there with your kids
they
and
don't live
explain what
together.
went on.
Listen, neither you
They
nor
were
I have
living
the power
together.
to
They
normalize
were
it.
living together.
Neither you.
Martel and Melody were living together.
But
Now
they're
they
not
got to sit and
married.
explain to the kids, oh, daddy had a baby outside. Come on, who want to be explaining that to their children?
Well, you
Who
have
want to
to. It's not
explain
what
that? No,
well,
you don't
there's a
have
lot of
to.
things
You
that
don't
we
have
don't
to
want
do,
to
no.
explain to our
Melody don't
children,
have
but
to,
we have
but
to.
Martel does. Melody don't have to, but Martel. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you who going to get Martel's ass. That little boss baby. When she get about 15, she going to let Martel have it. That
Okay, well,
third baby of
send that
Melody's,
baby back to
that baby
Melody.
is going to have, whatever. I'm telling you that is not normal. It's not. Stop normalizing that. No
Well,
woman, no, we don't have to
neither you
accept it.
nor I have the power to
We do not
normalize
have to
child
accept
babies.
that. We don't have to accept it, love.
So
But it's
moving
not
forward,
about us accepting
okay, so moving
anything.
forward, let me jump in for 1 second, right? This is a passionate conversation. And it turned into this, and you know what, but actually I'm glad it turned to this, because I'm gonna be very honest with you. I think that if we as a sisterhood, and when I say a sisterhood, I mean black, white, yellow, orange, green, whatever, right? If we as a sisterhood, if someone husband walks up to me and I know that this man is married, I'm going to send him away. I'm not taking his number. I'm not going to be his friend. I'm not having a text chat with him, a side chat with him, a conversation with him. No, if I'm going to be friends with anybody, I'll be friends with your wife, but not you. So
Exactly.
I really do think that if we as a sisterhood would stop allowing these men to entertain us, and we know that they are married,
Come
it
on,
would
Diva.
cut down on some of the shenanigans. Go ahead, yes.
Bring it home, Diva. All the way home. That is
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
That is what I'm talking about.
No, she didn't know he was married.
She knew he was married. She knew.
She said she didn't know.
She's
Come
a
on
liar.
now. Come
She
on now.
knew.
Accountability.
She
This
knew.
girl has to accept accountability.
He said she
She has
didn't
to
know.
accept
Well, I mean,
accountability.
she did. In all fairness, she did know.
Ariane slept with somebody else's husband.
But she
She did
didn't know he
because
was
Melody
married.
went to her house.
Hold on
No
1 second,
bad.
guys.
No
Hold
bad.
on 1 second, guys. Hold on 1 second, guys. Go ahead, Mims. What was you gonna say?
Melody went to her house and beat her up with her friends. So she knew that she was married, and we can't say the A word, but she had already had a word and terminated a pregnancy before she decided to go ahead and have this baby. So at some point, maybe she didn't know when they initially met, just giving her the benefit of the doubt. But through these years, she knew, and she also was accepting money. He was paying for her. I think they had matching BMWs and stuff like that, and he was
White
paying
ones.
for a lifestyle for her. So she was benefiting. So it almost kind of felt like Wendy Williams' situation, where the side chick was actually doing better in life because she was messing with this married man, but she wanted more out of the relationship, so she decided to get pregnant, just like Sharina. The only difference is Sharina actually got the man, and she lost Martell. Although we did see her and Martell on a date not too long ago.
So what? Look at Martell.
And then after she left the baby,
No, they both lost Martell.
Mims,
broke it off with her again.
Mims, can I just ask you a question as a man on the panel? I need to ask you, are you married?
No.
Okay, if you were, and say you and your wife, y'all been married a year, 2 years, or whatever, and she walks in the house going, babe, I just need to tell you something. I'm pregnant. It's not yours, but I want you to stay. Now, I want you to tell me exactly what you're going to do. Come on.
I would ask for her.
No, you ain't gonna ask nothing. You're gonna pack your bags and leave.
She's too passionate. She can't hear any thoughts except her own.
No, you need to go back with Ariel.
Okay, hold on, guys. Let's hear Mims. Go ahead, Mims. Go ahead.
I would ask her where her and her new boyfriend are registered at, so I could get them and their baby a good baby shower gift.
Great. And where will you be? And where will you be?
Actually, men do stay. If you
on to the next.
Where will you be, Mims?
I'm agreeing with you. I would never put up with somebody cheating on me because I know my worth and I know my value. I don't think that people should be required to stay. Now, if you are a person who does choose to stay, I'm not looking down on you.
I still want to know, where will you be after you find out where they registered? Where are you gonna go?
Buying their
Are you leaving?
A baby gift.
Are you leaving?
I'm out.
That's what I wanted to know. That's all I wanted to know.
But we have to put the blame where the blame belongs, because Melody was not giving her husband. She wasn't pleasing him.
Oh, girl. Men is always going
wait a
to
minute.
say they ain't being pleased.
But wait a minute. Can I finish my point? Because, yes, we love Jesus. He belongs to everyone.
Oh, my God.
So does Martell. So Martell is Jesus as well. What I'm saying to you is, when you know that, excuse me, when you know that your husband is seeking something outside of you sexually, and you allow him to listen, you let the chips fall where they may. That's how babies are made, right? Through sex. She wasn't giving him the sex that he needed, so he went and got it somewhere else.
Really? Is that what you were there? You were there?
That's what they said. They agreed to that on the
Forget.
show.
Well, that's what they said. You were there.
But were you there?
Men always say that
Were
when
you
their
there?
mom cheats. Men always say that when they're
But
gonna
were you
cheat.
there
Oh,
though?
she's
Because that
not
seems
doing
to be a
it.
point of contention for you.
Time out. So Debbie Lowe, thank you so much for the super sticker. I truly appreciate it. Okay, so hold on, guys, before anybody else says another word. I dropped the link again because someone asked me to drop the link. I'm about to add all about the smoke and Amy J to the conversation. But hold on, guys. So we got to do this here so everyone can hear all the different sides, right? When someone's speaking, let's hear them out, even if we are not in agreement with what they're saying. It's a passionate conversation. It's a real life situation because also, I hate to bring this up, Nene Leakes is accused of doing something very similar right now, right? Her current boyfriend is married. Nene is being sued by this woman because in her state, you can sue for alienation of affection, right? So I think we got to side with E saying, listen, I think she's saying that not so much that is right. You could correct me if I'm wrong. Not so much that is right. It's that it's like the baby is here. And once the baby is here, we got to deal with the aftermath. But on top of that, she's trying to give the woman a platform. And I think what moving forward is saying, which I'm in agreement with, you ain't going to come up here and get no money bag off of me when you destroyed my relationship. Now you got the baby, and now I'm going to allow you on my platform, girl, go kick rocks. So let me just add all about the smoke here.
Okay,
Amy
Diva,
J
listen.
is here,
Diva,
and
listen.
Robin is
I
here.
have to go. I have to go, Diva, but I want you to know that I really love
Okay, so hold
you.
on one second, guys.
I love you.
Somebody's
Hold on one
echoing.
second.
Diva, I gotta
Let me
go. You
Somebody's
can put me
echoing.
out. Diva, I love you. I gotta go. You can get rid of me. And Mims, the jury is still out on you. I loved you. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Okay.
She asked the question. I wish she hadn't left because that did happen to me all the way back in like 8th grade. My girlfriend ended up cheating with one of my friends who also was on the basketball team. And she got pregnant 9th grade.
Wow.
I bought them a baby shower gift. I'm cold like that. And walked out. I'm real happy for y'all and your bundle of joy. And that was it. That is what I would do. Wow. That's an honest to true story.
Yeah.
They didn't stay together through 11th grade.
I'm sure they didn't. Sharon said I need to change my title to Nothing But Mess.
Mims is like Tabitha. He put a root on his ex-girlfriend and his friend's babies in their relationship.
I wish them the best.
What's up, Smoke? What do you want to add to this conversation?
Well, I mean, I think everything has already been said. But I mean, I don't watch this show, but I watch the reviews sometimes. I couldn't do it. I'm like, I ain't dealing with no baby. That's your business. You handle that. It's not for me to sit there and have a discussion with our kids about it. You tell them where you messed up and how you gonna make this work or fix it. It should not be Mel's responsibility to do any of that whatsoever. To me, that is my 2 cents.
All right.
He's messy. Wait, no, he's messy. He probably wanted to be for Aaron, but got scared because he thought that caller was going to get him.
Who's going to get who? I ain't afraid of a confrontation. If we want to go, let's go. I'm just speaking from personal experience. I don't agree with coleslaw, whatever they call her. I heard they call it coleslaw. I'm not sure why. But I'm not for the mess like that. Like, if you were someone's husband, someone is married. And listen, I've done it. Do say it was an open relationship, wasn't really the situation, but that's fine. That was my licks. I had to take accountability for that. But I do not personally agree with being second fiddle to anybody. I don't care how well of a life they're providing for you.
That's how I am. That's how I am too. But okay, so wait, Amy J, what do you want to say?
I thought I was on the first time. I guess y'all couldn't hear me. I was gonna say, like, you do see men accepting children from their partners. Because you watch Paternity Court, there's always some woman on there talking about she forgot who she slept with, and they're trying to figure out if the child's father is the man she's married to. Have you not seen that? And then the guy's like, I'll still accept the child no matter what. So there are women that bring babies home too. That's what I was gonna say. But secondly, I do think that Ariana should have a platform, just not on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, if she got together and with her little friends and said we're going to do a show about basically being a struggling side chick, then that would work out.
She should go with Nene. Nene would be a great co-host with her with that.
The Side Pieces of North Carolina?
Yeah, like I'm not trying to degrade her, but like some show where she could possibly find a way on as a character. But as to being on Love and Marriage Huntsville, no. But she is a personality for everyone. We already know who she is. So if someone wanted to invest in her and give her a platform, I wouldn't see anything wrong with it. I'll watch it just to be messy. But as to like her being around Melanie and the family and that show, no. That's a bad idea.
That sounds like you just gave Zeus their next best show.
Yeah, like, do you want to see someone die? Because that stuff happens. You get to that level and somebody can get killed. You playing around on that level, bringing them on the show. No.
But see, this is where when I mentioned to that previous person that she was taking it too personal, it's not about what we would accept. I think everybody on the line will agree that they would not accept being cheated on or playing second best to someone else. We agree on that. But for business, we know that Mel is not going to KILL Ariana. We know that because she had the opportunity. She could have been done that. This is a business move. And if we have talked about this woman, even in this chat today, this has been a huge point of contention. She brings something of value to the show. She is a part of the brand, and she should be allowed on the platform, especially if she's struggling.
You did say
like you all are saying she's struggling. Let her on the show so she can take care of that baby. What about the kids?
You said some stuff like, "Oh, let's hold her up. Let's not feel so." You were kind of feeling sympathy, and to a certain extent, in this situation, nobody wants to hear that, and let alone put her on the platform that this woman has created. That's a bad idea, and people get hurt if you go to that extreme. In real life, I would not want somebody who had a baby by my husband at my job.
Your business that you're the CEO of. Basically.
Yeah, like it's one thing if she wants to start her own business and people want to visit her, but it's just a bad idea to bring her on the platform. Now, if she wants to start her own platform, that makes more sense. And I think she has enough people interested in hearing about it to do a show. She does. I'll watch it to be messy. That's about it.
We got a few people that's saying that that husbands have raised an outside child. So I guess we can find this compassion on each side. Robin, did you get a chance to chime in?
I didn't, but I'm sorry, Miss Hellraiser, moving forward, because I'm right there with her. And Mims, I found you last night. No, earlier today. Yours was kind of messy. Everybody I've been listening to all the last 2 days has been crazy. But listen, let me tell you, how is this part of Martell's baby mama, that kid's legacy? It's not. It is not. That is the brainchild of a Martell and no, not you, as though the chick who's over there talking about legacy and brand and is bring Ariana on the TV. People already know that the situation has occurred, and now you want to broadcast even further by giving her shine platform? No, and L to the no. Crazy. That's just me. I'm just a little. I don't get it.
She is a part of their legacy because she has the fifth child. She has the fifth hope. Maverick is a living person, and contrary to what the last caller said, not the caller just spoke, but the one that said, we need to stop accepting side babies. Babies are not for you to accept. It's a human being now. The baby is here. He's walking. He's talking. He needs to be on the show with his brother and his 4 sisters. I mean,
well, Diva, I'm gonna be messy, ma'am. Are you married? Are you married, ma'am? That's saying all this. Are you married?
Is this Ariana's mother? What's going on?
Well, I am divorced.
You're divorced.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you were still married, would you accept this behavior from your husband?
Well, no, but I wouldn't be on a reality television show. They're selling this as entertainment. So it's not about what I would do personally, because I have zero tolerance for infidelity. Me personally, I would be out the door. Well, do I?
No, you know what? Hold on, guys. Hold on 1 second, E. I think what E is saying that, listen, they're doing a reality TV show, Give us the real. What really
Yeah.
happened was Martell cheated. He has an extra baby on the side. They now his Melody's children have a sibling, another sibling. So she's saying, if you're going to do reality TV, give us what's really going on. Let this woman have a piece of the platform, because this is what real life is about right now. So
But
Melody
let her start a
kind of
spin-off
doesn't
by
even.
herself.
Maybe she can come on the nightcap.
Wait, let Diva finish
No,
her
no, no,
thought.
no.
Go
Diva's
ahead, Diva.
rather-
Sorry.
So what happens is Melody doesn't even really want to film that much now with too many people. If you notice all the scenes with Melody now, they're like filler scenes. Like she's going to do this event and she's hosting this event. She's not getting down with the get down. Or she's coming to Kimmi and she's telling Kimmi, you don't think your husband is cheating? So if you want to do all of this here, then why not bring up this chick and let us see real what you're dealing with the chick? Now, I'm not necessarily in agreement with that, but I feel like that's what E is trying to say. It's a reality show. Let's keep it real. Arion happened. Arion is there and they got a baby. Let's see their side of the story.
Melody has stirred the pot with everyone else's relationship when it comes to Tisha and Marsau, and now when it comes to Kimmi and Maurice. Let's air your dirty laundry out. Let's bring Arion on the show. Let's get it popping. What do you mean?
One thing though that I don't like that I saw that they did consistently when Martell is on there, he is really talking so much trash about Melody. And then vice versa. Melody was talking to her mom, saying all these negative things. And all that might be true, but I always think about the kids, their kids specifically. And I don't really think that needs to be aired out about your partner or your ex-partner or your ex-spouse. Even if it's true, I just think it's way too negative. And they're not really filming scenes together, so why really try to destroy each other's reputations? Like, you have to be business people after this. And I really don't like that they do that.
I don't like that either. Chef Don, I have added you to the building. What do you want to say about this situation?
I just want to say, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to say this. So recently, this type of thing happened to my sister. And I do not agree with Arion being on the show, because here's the thing. Mel and Martell invested 4 children. They pitched this show and they are executive producers. There is a line of respect that has to be there. It would be ultimately disrespectful, in my opinion, to add that lady to the show, because it would completely change the dynamic of the show. That's just my opinion.
I have to say one thing about this. Diva, you said that this is a reality. Can you hear me?
Yes.
You said that this is a reality show, so give us the real. I'm going to say what I have maintained for the past several months. Reality shows have evolved to the point now where we should start calling them reality-based, because ain't nobody giving us. They are not. They're giving us that might be your real name. Yes, that's your real husband, and this real thing happened. But there's so many pre-produced segments on these shows that they do stray very far from reality. And I am going to stick by my guns. It doesn't make every. No, I say no to Arion and her kid. I'm done.
Okay. No, I hear you. I hear you. I'm not saying I don't want to see it either, to be honest with you personally. I think she has a lot of self-esteem building to do. It's one thing to mess with a married man. It's another thing to know that, maybe you think he's not lying to you, but he has proven to you, he called you a peasant. What else do you want? Not only that, when he knew that baby was in your belly, on TV, he asked you for a paternity test. Girl, how much do he have to put his foot on your neck before you realize that, this is not good here, right? Nina, you have been added to the conversation. What's up, girlfriend? What you want to say?
Hey, happy Sunday. Hey, Diva. Hey, Mims.
Hey.
I don't think she needs to be on the show per se. I can see her and Martell doing something extra. You know how they have those add-on shows like Portia and Candy and them, those shows like that. I can see, because I really want to see is a son, right? He has a son with her, right? I
Yes.
really want to see the little boy because Martell's genes are thick, right? They're heavy. Those kids look so much like Martell. I just want to see if this one looks so much like Martell. You know, the little boy, he's grooming him up to work out and everything. I love seeing Martell with his children. Last season I hated that sucker, the way he did Melody, but this season I don't like Melody. I think she need to go. I think she would be good for Potomac. You know, she's got so much going on in her life now. And when Melody broke down and said she really don't want to be in Huntsville anymore, I felt that. You know what I'm saying? But to bring that side chick and her and what it is, you know, that's been happening ever since. Hey, I'm a product of it. You know what I'm saying? My dad was married when my mom had me and my twin brother. So I understand. But to bring them and slap Melody in her face like that, I don't think that's good. Whether Melody knew it or not, that would be like beating her on down. Like, how much more are you going to do to this woman? You know, but I'm at the point where Melody is, I think her career is jumping and she's popping, and I can see her on Potomac. You know what I'm saying? To uplift her and her family up out of Huntsville and go somewhere where her career can advance. And I think she would be good on Potomac. I just don't see that girl coming on that show like that. I don't think Carlos Kingdom would do that. You know, if they did, shady on them. I think it would be wrong if he added her.
I think Melody kind of wants to move to hosting.
Huh?
I feel like Melody probably wants to transition to hosting. Like, I've seen her host a few things on
Yes.
I think that's probably where.
Yeah, because her 2 songs or 3 songs wasn't doing nothing. I mean,
See, Nina, you didn't have to do that, Nina. You didn't have to do that, Nina.
Maybe she could team up with Portia and do Flatline too.
So it's okay. I'm in Colorado now, and I'm living with my daughter. So it's so many people on the internet. You know, with my granddaughter has 5 devices. So I'm going to drop. So I stated what I wanted to say. And I'm glad I caught you, Diva. I'm subscribed to you. I don't know why it don't pop up on yours or Mem. You know, I'm a subscriber.
Well, thank you, Nina.
Well, hit the bell button.
I did.
I've been hearing that a lot, Diva.
I hit the bell button. I'm going to make sure that I got the bell going on when I leave. But thanks, y'all. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Happy
Sunday.
4th.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I'm about to drop down too. This was interesting, Diva. This was unlike a Diva show. I loved it. It got good.
It got heated, Miss. Thanks for stopping by. I'm actually too, because I think it's getting a little dark out for me. We're trying to catch the fireworks, but y'all brought it today. So listen, E, you had the chat heated. You had us going. It was hot and heavy. Thank you for coming through. So what are your last words about the subject in general?
I think that all of the women who, well, I'll say the 2 most passionate women who came up, I think that it really hit home for them because no woman wants to agree with the side chick getting praise. And I think it's frightening for married women to consider this is something that could happen to them. And I understand that. I empathize with that. But when the show comes back in September, Diva, I will be back. I will be saying the same things. And I hope that you will allow me back on to share my opinion. And I thank you for not dropping me and allowing me to speak, even though it was contrary to other people. I know they kept saying in the chat I was trolling. I'm not trolling. I honestly feel this way. And I stand by that. But Diva, I love you and thank you for everything that you do. I think that you're beautiful and you're very level-headed, and I just appreciate all you do. So thank you for that.
All right, thank you, and no problem. Come back. You're always welcome. Just Jock, what are your final words?
My final words are, it was interesting hearing all these different differences in opinions. And I do live here in Madison, Alabama. And I really never watched this show because of Ariane and the baby and all that stuff that was going on. I just thought it was too much drama. And if they let her back on the show, it let her on the show, I just wouldn't watch it because it's just not something that you want to see.
Right. Yeah, it's not a good look, right?
Not a good
breaking
look.
up families is never a good look. So yeah, I totally appreciate you coming through, especially on this holiday weekend. Happy 4th. And thank you. Don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll see you on the next review. But before we go, all about the smoke. What's up?
What's up? What's
your final words on this subject?
I mean, yes, we all like seeing drama and mess play out on TV, but if Mel is the judge, jury, and the executioner on this show, that woman will not be seen, nor heard of, nor a peep out of. But if she wants to shop around with a show with her baby and Martel, go ahead for it. It's a free country. Someone might actually give it to her, but to have the expectation that because she slept with this man who happened to be married to this woman, she has to be on their show, that's just an absolute no-no. But if sis wants to go ahead and talk to the CEO of Zeus, go ahead, shoot your shot, sis. They may just let you on.
They made her on, but who's going to be watching? You know, the thing that people underestimate is Melanie and Martell, regardless of their demise at the end, they were a very nice looking couple together aesthetically. They had a good thing going on. She's a powerhouse, and you know, she just does a lot. And actually, I don't know if you saw it, but I don't think you said you saw it, but they did a recap over the time period of them being on the show to now of just their relationship together. It's sad that it had to end this way. And so, no, I'm not here to see Ariane on this show. I could care less. I don't want to hear from her. I don't want to see her. She can go do her own thing, doing something else. Open your store, do whatever. I don't know. I don't care. But anyway, guys, listen, happy 4th. Thanks for coming through. I hope to see y'all on my next live, my next video. Have an interview coming up this Tuesday at 8 p.m. I'm interviewing the woman, and her movie was on Lifetime this weekend. I'm going to have to on demand it, but pretty much she helped a man escape from jail based on a true story. She's actually going to come through and speak to us on Tuesday. Hope to see you there. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Smoke. Love you. Thank you so much for coming.
Love you, bro. Take it.
All right. Bye.